Sorry for those who are online. Anyways, explain briefly how you would do. Oh my God, is there supposed to be someone online? Oh, I now remember what happened to Lin. Whatever lah. This is not online class. Once again, I want to emphasize when you're online, I don't care. Okay, but anyways. Oh man, maybe I should cut that off from the recording. Whatever. Okay. Okay, anyways. Once again, explain briefly here. I want you to think, guys, you're writing a manual for any Tom, Dick, and Harry, or even an idiot to read through the instruction and conduct this experiment. You're writing how to do it. You don't know the answer. You don't know the results. You're writing how to conduct the experiment. So maybe for me, briefly, I'll say something like, I'll set up a retort stand that holds a heater, measure how far away the first variable is. Let's say I'll set it as 5 cm away from the shallow dish. Oh, she was waiting. Okay, who else is supposed to be coming in? Okay, oh my God. Okay, anyways, I'm going to measure how far the thing is, right? I'm going to measure the initial temperature of the water, and then I'm going to start the heater up. Then after that, I'll measure how long. Oh, I'll probably need a stopwatch also, right? It's not given here. Additional apparatus needed will be a stopwatch as well, guys. I'll start the stopwatch, measure how long it takes before the full water dish evaporates away, and I'll stop the stopwatch as soon as the water fully dries out. I'll repeat the experiment again with the same amount of volume, but I'll use 4 more different distances. Guys, for paper 6, 5 is a golden number. If let's say your changing variable here is going to be the distance of the heater to the dish, right? You need at least a total of 5 sets. Maybe you need 5 cm, 10 cm, 15 cm, 20 cm, and 25 cm distance away. But 25 cm away sounds a bit too far away already.
-2, 1, and 8, 6, 4.
Yeah, maybe 2 would be better lah.
Can it be like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10?
Exactly 2. Yes. Okay. Anyways, yeah, but anyways, it doesn't matter. Even if you write 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, they will not penalize you. They will look at the fact that you use 5 sets of data. And after that, use the 5 sets of data already, right? You're supposed to repeat the whole experiment 3 times again, so that you can get an average result, which is the common answer that you see, right? Then state key variables here. Maybe you have to be careful. Sometimes you see the word variables. There's an S here. If there's an S here, means to say you need to write at least 2 variables, right? Which in this case here will be the volume of water and the condition of the room. Make sure there's no wind conditions or same temperature or whatnot, right? Draw the tables here. In your tables, you should have adequate data with the units. For example, in this case here, I'll be experiment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then distance will be 5 cm, 10 cm, 15 cm, 20 cm, and 25 cm. And then the right side here, I'll write time taken, like time taken / seconds, how long it took for it to dry out. Right. And then finally, the last part here, which I see a lot of students until now don't know how to write this. What should I write to reach a conclusion? What should I write? Yeah, how do I reach a conclusion in this scenario here? Repeat the experiment. You tell me, how do I get a conclusion?
The further away this.
Guys, now you see what she's saying now is exactly what I tell you guys not to write. You don't know the answer, although you know that obviously the further away it is, the longer it takes to evaporate, right? This is common sense, You are not allowed to write that. You will be wrong. Because you are asked how to reach the conclusion, not what is the conclusion. Hey, did you give me the answer yet?
I'll keep measuring the thing.
No. Who else was here? Hey, you. Yeah, you, Elizabeth. How do I reach the conclusion? You, this one. Compare what?
The result
What results?
of the experiment.
Yeah, what are the results then? Average what?
Of the data.
You just heard the word compare from him, right? So you're just blurting out everything else at the back, right? What's the answer? Compare what?
The distance in the time taken.
Good. Usually whatever that you have on the table here for this example, you have distance and time taken, right? In meters and seconds. You're supposed to compare the two data from the table to reach a conclusion. You don't know the answer. You just need to write by comparing the distance versus the time taken to reach to fully dry to evaporate the water, a conclusion can be drawn. That's a standard answer. Okay, once again, you don't know the answer. You don't know the answer. You're supposed to teach them how to reach it. Cannot. You have to say compare. Compare the distance versus the time taken. Okay, my friends. Anyone don't know what I'm talking about? Do you want me to show you the mark scheme? Sorry, what? Can you say what? Oh, by comparing the data that we've collected in the table. So in this case, it will be the time taken versus the distance of the heater. You see how look here, the comparison is always going to be this one. By comparing the variables of time, the variable and the time. In this case, because I use distance, right? My variable will be distance, and obviously the time taken to fully evaporate the whole thing away. Can? Experiment 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you write.
Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4.
Can. Can. But you don't have to write step 1, step 2, step 3. You just write in sentence also can run. But usually what I like to do is I already like step 1, then I'll go to the next sentence, then step 2. But I won't write step 1, I'll write like blah 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 blah. Yeah. I'll do that because easier for people to read. What you think about it, the guy that's marking your paper, is going to mark 1,000 other answers. If your handwriting is like shit, right? Let me tell you this, very honestly, right? If I'm marking a paper and I see your handwriting is like shit, right? As soon as I cannot see, I'm just like X, then just go sleep already. So write with that intention that the guy is going to mark 100 over, if not thousands over other paper from you. Okay, guys, please write something down. Show me your answer. Then if you're done with this, you can start doing the rest of the paper already. Oh, actually, before we even do the rest of the paper, I want to highlight one more thing, guys. You see this kind of experiment, right? Quite commonly asked in your exam. Like if you've done enough paper 6, you'll know that this question comes out every year. And every year they come out and they'll always ask you what are precautions in this. The standard precautions are always make sure that all these things are perpendicular against the bench, right? And when you need to measure the height of this image here, you cannot measure in front because your ruler will actually block the light. So you're supposed to use a semi-translucent screen and then measure from the back. All these things here must be perpendicular to the bench. Yeah, imagine if this lens was not perpendicular against the bench and the light kind of shines downwards like this. I mean, this is an extreme scenario, but anything that is not perpendicular is no good. It's quite standard one, you. Yeah, make sure all the objects are perpendicular to the bench. Yeah, semi-transparent screen because you need to measure how tall the image is. Imagine right now, right? This is exactly the scenario. Give me a ruler. Right now, if I want to measure this thing, right? Oh my God, how to measure like this? I'm literally blocking it. Can see, if I want to measure this, this is exactly the experiment. Oh, cannot measure. How? So what you need is you need a semi-translucent screen. I need to stand at the back of this screen here and measure like this. Then I can tell exactly where it starts and exactly where it stops. Can you guys imagine this or not? This one very, very common asked in your exam. What else? This one all straightforward and easy one. Nothing much to explain about. Oh, this graph also very important. And then this graph, you're expected to score 4 out of 4. because it's 3 marks, unless you're careless or you don't know what's going on. I assuming everyone knows what's going on. The 4 marks will always be standard. Make sure you have the proper scales, right? The x-axis and y-axis correct. The first mark is your x-axis correct, y-axis correct. Second mark is your scale correct. Third mark is your point correct. And the fourth mark is make sure you have a best fit line. You all know what the best fit line is? Okay, let me tell you, let me ask you guys this. If let's say this is the points, right? This is point, and point. Let's say my drawing of this. Let's just say, is this the best fit line? Why not? It's too much already. Look here. I have 1, 2, then after that 3 here. There's 4 on top and 1 at the bottom. Can see 4 points on top and 1 on the bottom means to say I have a +3 difference. +3 difference is not acceptable. You can only have a maximum of plus how much difference? 2. You can only have a maximum of +1 difference. Means to say, if let's say I have 3 at the bottom here and 4 at the top here, right? I have a +1 difference here, right? This is a best fit line. You can only have a maximum of +1 difference in terms of the point. Anything beyond that, you're wrong. Right, one more thing. For your best fit line, right? If let's say you, I don't know, some of you guys like to draw, then erase, then draw again like this, right? I mean, not so夸张. Let's say erase, you draw like this, right? Do you know that if the marker sees this, you're wrong already? You cannot overlap, you cannot draw again from the next row. If let's say you mess up the first line, erase everything and draw one line again, you have to draw one line. Anytime they see like you attempted it twice, you're wrong straight away. It's 3 marks, this one. You're expected to draw it properly. Yeah. Okay. Start attempting the last question. If you're not confident with your answer, come to me, let me read your answer. What? No curve line. No, won't come out. 100%. At least I haven't seen it before. But if let's say you are the first year to receive it, then condolences. But I've not seen it before. And I've done all the way from 2015. What? Not necessarily, depending on the question. If let's say they specify don't need to start from 0, then definitely no need to start from 0. Let's start from 0.
Sometimes you ask that what they start from 0, they want gradient, constant gradient.
What's the name for the staff?
Retort stand.
Retort is
Retort, R-E-T-O-R-E. What? Say that again.
The answer is like start from 0.
I talk about the directly proportional, directly proportional to conditions. Start from 0 and up to 3 lines.
Constantly.
Yeah. That's all directly proportional.
So does they want to have good confinement, start from 0, straight line?
Start with last question, everyone.
So yeah, the first bullet point is after that speed. So that is something.
Yeah, usually I like right. First bullet point, second bullet point, third bullet point.
Yeah. I think I just do
Who inflation percent?
Yeah. I think but we actually had that, but very small, not a lot of people. Like, he says some of them they decorated very nice for them.
Is that your house?
No lah. And then, bro, when they came, right, when they were like a bunch of kids, but they're damn stupid, man. They came at like 5 to 12, so damn hot, and they're wearing their costumes.
No, what's the worst costume you have yet?
The worst costume.
Are you in there?
No.
If I never put on like a dog,
Sure.
Oh,
I still got this Halloween in my budget. What does Halloween mean in your countries?
No, that's our better excuse.
It's just like, is that goes on?
Yeah. I got Halloween for something.
It's a Christian thing.
Yeah, no, I should understand the some people don't have the still stuff and they
Clearly he's the one who don't know.
No, I got to talk research.
TikTok
I
research.
really deep.
Professor TikTok. Sucking. Okay, then let's sign off right now. Since I've got a learning, you guys have to go over it now.
There's a hundred rows, the 100 rows must be go.
Christian holiday of all states. Look at the origin. Well, that's the law.
Sounds like a lot of bullshit to me.
Feel like it. Why? I feel a lot.
Yeah. If let's say I'm a ghost, and then on this day, the realm of boundary becomes thin. And then when I come in, I see other ghosts. Am I scared of the ghost, or am I like, hey, what? You know,
Why
like-
would you be scared of the ghost?
yeah, but this guy is to ward off other deadly ghosts.
What?
So it's bullshit ah.
No, to ward out these spirits means humans. That's why humans light bonfires and wear costumes. Not the
Yeah lah.
ghosts who scared of ghosts.
So we need to scare the spirits away, right? In a way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what
But
they
you
say.
are from the underworld, and then you come to Earth, and then, oh, other people are wearing these kind of costumes. Oh, I'm so scared.
Stop to spirit group of below.
So hell is the new heaven on earth, Possible. Oh, yep. Sounds like a lot of bullshit.
Oh, I thought they moved the time. I started 4:50.
I don't know if you look at me.
How much is?
No, I thought I know I've learned that this before.
I know,
I've only done the first speech.
don't care, but it's 2 cents about it. What? 2 cents we do high,
2 cm cube high.
2 cents.
What are you saying?
Okay, cents the phone.
It's not. Bro,
It depends on the.
you try putting your hand under heater. This is this here.
Oh, water in the water. Oh, with that.
It's good like.
Try that.
CMQ lah.
I'm talking about the volume.
When you
Yeah,
have
that's it.
CMQ,
It's kind of like a.
you don't know how big the shallow dish. It's just a dish with then the shallow. Like a-
Where's your additional apparatus?
I didn't say additional apparatus is blah 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 blah.
You should state that. Need to write next time because it's in the bulletin point. So for me, I'll just write additional apparatus needed or like stopwatch, heater, timer, or measuring a thermometer lah. Going to read stand measure 2 cm difference with the rules or ruler from surface of water to heater, turn the heater on, start the stopwatch, stop when all record time taken, and repeat steps 1, 2, 3 before. Then repeat the experiment 3 times to obtain more accurate result. Make sure the surrounding temperature is the same by measuring with thermometer, and surface area of water is the same. I don't think you should write this surface area is the same because this shallow dish is definitely going to be the same one. But you should make the same volume of water lah. Right? Because the volume is the one that's going to dictate whether it will evaporate faster or slower. Oh. By comparing the distance and time taken, is that it? What's your table? Oh, okay. For this distance, right? Because you have the set values, right? You can write something here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right. Then this one you leave empty.
Do we not need a measuring cylinder first?
No need. You can lah. You can if you want. You can if you want to assume to make sure it's the same volume. Seconds.
Then your extra apparatus still.
You don't know.
going to get by that.
You're not conducting experiment. You're just telling them how to do it.
So I just put the distance of the.
Yeah. Measure, record, repeat, volume, depth, height,
This one in this.
room temperature, surface area. Oh, they actually allow surface area. But I wouldn't. I'll use same volume. Table with clear. Yeah, you get reading. Hey, this one. Oh yeah, this one I missed out something. Slash seconds. Oh, you need your units for this one. Yeah, I need you to help me take one more book for Louis. You know what?
Do you really need a thermometer?
Ah,
Do you really need a thermometer?
you don't have to.
Right. You just say.
Stop killing them.
I'm not trying to. But I don't know. So why you take away like your whole.
This is so disgusting, bro.
Like whole. It's I love how it feels.
So insensitive. So you know what is situation?
I don't know why. How I never know. Yeah. But you can't pass 77 for education second language.
I mean second English.
I know, but 77 day. I'm for 8. No, that's not good.
It's still using it. I think we're all.
Okay. Bro. Wait. Woo! Fine.
Okay.
Like,
Can you check that one?
Everything comes.
Needs a watch, clock, timer, retort stand. Bro, watch, clock, and timer. Why need 3 things? Because you saw the mark scheme, is it? Do you know what the watch, clock, and timer does? What does it do? When you walk, right, do you need shoes, sandals, slippers, and tongs also?
Yeah.
Again starts with putting the infrared meter on the infrared on the resource at a certain distance. Establish the variable that needs to be kept constant are the volume water surrounding area. Hey, this is like too short. There's no detail in your thing. No need to measure the thing, no need to measure temperature, no need to measure when to start, when to stop. Okay, you got the conclusion. Hey, can you give me your answer? Thank you. Look at hers. She got, you know what you're missing? You don't have steps on, you just have like, oh, just do this, and gao dim already. Hers is like complete. You read everything. You read and look at the difference between yours and hers. Yes. Key, for me, I'll usually write key variables to keep constant is blah 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 blah. Two things usually.
Or it can be any device of any big
Huh? What? Say that again?
variable can be the constant variable, can be anything.
Yeah, the constant variables.
Only the constant variable. Unless they ask you, then you have to specify the variable.
I'm lost already. What's your question? No, you always only write the constant variable only. They won't ask you any other variable. I know in school, your school likes to teach you, right? You need to write the constant variable, control variable, and dependent variable, right? You don't need to write that. In your exam, I've never seen any other variable besides the constant variable, the control variable, in fact. Stop boiling because the step one. Prepare a shallow to fill water boil. Point the heater 5 cm over the water, the heater on, start the stopwatch immediately, measure the time taken for water to fully evaporate. Repeat steps 1 to 4 increasing between heater and the intervals of 2. Repeat this around 2 to 3 times for a better accuracy. Constant variable volume water condition. Condition of the room. You write temperature of the room better. Don't write condition of the room. Do they have yeah. Don't write condition of the room. Write temperature of the room. How do we conclusion? Compare time taken for the water to fully evaporate. Respect the distance. Okay, good. 2 marks. Good. Please do the rest of the paper.
Right. That.
Can you take a picture? Then after that, you copy from her. Copy us.
Can this be written in step form?
Can. We need to prepare a stopwatch and a paper pen. Not I, don't use word I. Straight away. Set the infrared heater 5 pm from the shallow for water. Don't use the word I. Just straight away set the infrared heater 5 pm from the shallow water with water and time. And time the speed at which it evaporates, then record this down. You mean time and measure the time taken for it to fully evaporate and record it down. I would repeat this experiment with the heater. I assume it's intervals of whatever, right? Intervals away from the dish. We have to keep the volume of the constant, keep the volume of the water constant, and that the room has no external factors affecting the water. You forgot to repeat the experiment 3 times. By comparing the distance and temperature. By comparing the temperature, the distance and the time taken, the conclusion can be found. Wait, can you bring them over here? Have you told? That's what I had. Idea. Wow. Hey, who was this again? Oh, this is yours, right? Okay, pass this one. Set up the characters shown in the diagram for short and immediate to hold the narrator from the software and Hey, you start with this measure 25 cm cube, right? Then additional apparatus needed will be measuring cylinder also. I don't know what I'm taking the challenge. What have you done? The one with motor and that's the one stern. Reduction, 4 other sets. And repeat the whole thing 3 times to get average result. You know, that's so yeah, just miss out 2 things only. The measuring cylinder and repeat the experiment 3 times.
I thought I need 5 times.
No, you need 5 sets of data, but each 5 set you need to repeat 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, serious.
I thought it was 5 times, they do less.
You're gonna do it 15 times, yeah.
Who's gonna do
They
that?
say only if you're not doing it also.
I thought repeat the experiment 3 times.
Yeah, after you say everything, repeat
Then
the
I have to say repeat the experiment again with different.
yeah, no, that's right. Repeat the whole experiment 3 times to get an average result, then it's good enough already. Distance, you can time to evaporate in minutes. Seconds are 20 minutes. And then remember this is stopwatch only. Okay. First measure 2 cm heater when heater is turned on, start the stopwatch, and when heater is when work fluid is very stop the stopwatch, repeat using different distance of 2 hours with experiment 3 times to each distance. Variables that should be kept constant are the depth of this
Water.
Compare.
look at wow. Then this room temperature compare the distance. Yeah, good.
Time
Did everything right.
evaporate and distance of.
Compare the distance.
Good.
Good.
The
Ready?
last
7.
can repeat
But everything is really ugly.
Let's say.
Hey, you also if you pour 25, specify 25 cm cube, right? You will need a measuring cylinder here also. Other than shallow water, measure temperature of water, place the level start to start working. Coffee soil and start is stop the. That's one thing you have. And the result of keep running on time one.
In order to reach a conclusion.
Compare the values of the compare the distance versus time to reach a conclusion. Do the rest of the paper.
First.
You keep the experiment different lengths, different heights between the infrared heater and the water Wait, where's my other 5 variables? Why only state 2 cm and then why only got 3 boxes? I've been saying over and over again, I want 5 sets of data, then you write 2, then never write anything else, then here got 3 things only. Water. And this one also, variable to keep constant volume of water and one more thing. In your exam, more often than not, you need 2 constant variables. So volume of water and temperature of volume. So the evaporates. Stop the stop of this should be in your last step. Why is it variable for
Yeah, gotta get less.
did experiment
Whether you find value is
from friends. Yeah,
Yes.
give me the 5 sets of data.
Well.
So if I don't reach out my hand, you ask me to read. No, let's assume correct.
You model a lot of people.
Huh? Wait, they're asking you already.
Which is also.
you're not hit the target audience though. How come you reach you though? You saw it on Instagram. Actually, Instagram's app also this the blast when you're just spend the money. All the reason here over the channel village. Then the all 50 cm cube. 对，如果说啊 if you need the 50 cm cube, specify your volume, right? Then the additional apparatus needed will be the magnetic cylinder also, right? If not, how you get 50 cm cube. That is fun. Using the smith for this right? Yeah, 23 times for each way that have the like very so okay, good. Magic cylinder.
Yeah. No, for the scale, do you have to start from zero? Or you can just like. Yeah.
What's the data?
Human and no have no.
Y-axis is going to be your A. X-axis is going to be your B. No, you don't need 0 for. You don't need it for B, you need it for Y, for A.
So for me, you can just start.
You can start from 60 probably. No. 60. 64, 66, 68. I tell you how to determine this. Hey, wait, give me 1 minute. Let me tell you what to do first for this one. You see,
Value one.
so right now the question says that this one might start from 0, right? Okay, so here for here, it's 0 is 0, 1, 2, 0 and 25.
But you have a paper pen now.
Why? Why is there?
It's like kind of
What?
so many.
No, I know, you know, that's
Some way.
I know,
I just over 5. I see yellow spot there. There's a big
20, 25. Yeah, so probably the 0, 5, 10.
Not one.
Yeah. And this one here, we have to determine. So it will be a bit of a error, right? This time maybe 60 here, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74. Now 76 here.
The school I used to already
You can.
So it is not everyone, you know, sometimes in your case it doesn't work out, then you have to use a different, like for example, I started off with let's say 60. If let's say I use 64, 68, 72,
doesn't know
76 already, it doesn't, it's not half of the can move. So then I will go smaller, 60, 62, and I see whether it can fit or not. Then if it fits, then I go already.
But you need your needs to be bigger.
Look at this.
That's going to take up 70% of the thing.
It costs that. So it's not much bigger. You measure it later.
You show me the bonding.
Actually, probably don't need to measure the initial temperature, because it doesn't matter, right? The initial temperature. But then if you do the initial temperature, then you can make sure that all of them are constant. I guess you can use it later on. For using the 6 cm. I think the also the so much. The volume of the water and temperature. The water should be concerned compare the time.
You gonna?
Wait, let's read this now. I'll come to you. That's right, better than this.
I think I don't know.
Hey, dude. No, it's only You don't know the answer, I do this thing, don't know. Teaching people how to do it. Why do you know the answer?
You know that's why I thought my Instagram is really fun.
如果考试的时候可以用这个吧？
你看我的，你看我的，你看我的，你看我的，你看。
Wait, I give you 1 minute, let me read this and I'll come to you. Next up, I need to stop watch the one, the stuff that Sorry, what's my repeat experiment 3 times?
下面最后一个 conclusion 那个
Why the repeat
Yeah,
experiment 3
yeah,
times
yeah.
is after the conclusion one?
correct.
After conclusion, do it 3 more times.
You should repeat the review conclusion.
Yeah. For you, because you have the data here already, you can write here, the zone right here. So you can write here,
Because I'm not doing anything.
right?
Okay.
Yes.
206 AM. Help. What's this?
What do you mean? Did you write everything down already? Factor, quotient, distance, okay, addition of variables, stop, ruler is not additional, it's in the question already, okay. Marker to set this. All fixed volume wanted to the shallow dish so that the surface area is constant. The surface area for sure constant regardless of how much water you pour in. Because even if I pour very little here, the surface area is same. No, again. So this one, no. You just pour fixed volume of water into the shallow dish. So it is. Set the heater at a distance of 5 cm above the water, switch on the heater and measure the time taken for the water to evaporate completely.
My friend's cousin is the boyfriend.
Repeat for the other distance of 10 Why I keep saying 5, everyone keep writing 3 and 4.
Oh.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Where's my 5? Because 5 is a golden number in paper 6, usually in experimental data. It's like, right, let me tell you the reasoning is this. Let's say, for example, walk off the street, right, and you see that, oh, this guy is gay. All the guys is gay one. Can you say that? No, right, but let's say you walk off the street and you see, hey, this guy is gay, this guy is gay, this guy is gay. And when some people you see that, oh man, this place really, all the guys is gay. You get what I mean? So you need more data, so only you can reach the conclusion. That's it.
He's so stupid.
No, that I don't know.
I don't know guys. I don't know.
Okay, this one you wrote already, this one you wrote already. State key variables, what's the key variable? To make sure this experiment is fair, there are 2 things that I need to make constant. Okay, the volume of the water and the
But you can go back to this.
okay, the power that you apply to the heater. Okay, or the temperature that you heat to that. Okay, that's 2 things. And this one you get ready, then draw a table. Where's the table? Oh, the table you do already. When you draw the table, on top here must have the units. Oh, you look here. Okay, use the units here. CMS, the number. And I say this compare what? Yeah, by comparing the distance to the time taken to evaporate the water.
Good job.
You know. You tell other people how to do it. Because
Oh my god.
you are writing this for me to read this and then I do the experiment, You are the author only, You're the writer only. You don't need to know. You write for me to do. So I read this, I need to do the experiment, not you. You write only. Yes.
So what?
For what?
You don't know, this is.
I tell you again, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. This question here, you don't need to conduct the experiment. You need to write the steps for other people to do the experiment. Yeah, you are the writer only. I will do the experiment. So you write this for me to read. Oh, I follow that. I do the experiment. Yeah. By comparing, you tell me, let's say I'm the student, right? You tell me, oh, by comparing the distance versus the time taken, conclusions can be drawn. So for me, when I do the experiment, I know that for sure this one is going to be the slowest one. So I know that in conclusion, the further away it is, the longer time taken to evaluate this. For me, I will do that. You don't know, you tell me what to do. You get what I mean now? Is it the same? Is it the same for us? With us?
This was the same to you.
Yeah. If you jump scale, then you don't need to do that jump scale.
How come scale? Oh, you can.
So if I don't, then
Well, no, if you don't.
all the 3 points at the bottom goes.
I think your parent requires stopwatch. Stopwatch, clock, and timer. You also another one. Why you need the stopwatch, clock, and a timer? What are you gonna do? Okay, when you walk, right, you need slippers, shoes, sandals, and tongs to walk. It's the same thing, right? Stopwatch, clock, and timer all will measure the time, right? So why do I need all of it? You get what I mean or not? Hey guys, I want to emphasize, although the mark scheme is there, you need to think about what the mark scheme is writing, right? 没搞太多啊，没搞太多啊。这个 mark scheme 是小，你可以写这个或者这个或者这个或者这个，你知道吗？
哦，我太认真了，你知道吗？
哎，你的朋友在这边。You need to fix one more.
Page.
So if you say using the balance, your additional parameters need a balance also on. Because you use this, right? Then
I'm not going to continue with it again.
what is initial temperature?
I will not even touch it yet. You see, it's over for me.
不用讲了，两个就够了。Volume 或者 room temperature 就够了。Distance conclusion 呢？其实你差不多写都全部都写了，你知道吗？你这个啊，你至少有这个，你没有 repeat experiment 吗？哦有，
等一下，我还没有
你这里啊多一个 step 啊。After you write this, right, you repeat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already, right? Repeat everything again 3 times to get an average. 你知道什么是 average 吗 ？average 就是average 怎么讲啊？平均。You know, like you can't just like, oh, I do it 1 time, correct already, then correct already. You need to do it, repeat it more times. 就你有平均的 data 嘛，不是说哦做一次对了就做对了。明白我讲什么吗？What the is there so many of this shit here? Who played with this? Why play with this shit?
对吧？
所以啦，就你还签一个 repeat the experiment 3 times, you get an average, 然后你还签一个 conclusion 罢了。其实你差不多写完了哦，你可能有5或者4分哦，都是7分了。你就是说 conclusion， 我讲多一下 conclusion， 你是那个作者。Whatever, the writer, right? The writer.
Chinese
and then 你是教别人怎么样做这个 experiment， 你知道吗？你不需要知道这个 answer 是什么，因为你是写这个给别人读了，然后做你这个 experiment， 所以那 conclusion 你需要给别人知道咯。 哦，当最后你做完这个 experiment 过后，你 compare 这个和这个就可以找到 conclusion 了。So you see, right? By comparing the distance versus the time taken, a conclusion can be drawn. 明白吗？Yes, what was calling me? Was it you?
没有人救你。
Can you show the answer for the first question?
They don't care one. The answer is always like this one. It's the same every year. 4 marks. Then got it, Mary. It's the same every year. I want to talk about this one also. Wait, anyone did 1C already? You know what's this triangle method? You all don't know Hey, everyone pay attention So after assuming you draw the graph already, right, for question number 1 okay, let's say this is that graph that you drew already, right? Then usually after the graph, they'll ask you to find the gradient one, you know. Look here. Shut up and pay attention. You're asked to determine the gradient from the graph. Show clearly on the graph how you obtain it. So right now, if I want to find the gradient, right? Can I use this point? Why not?
No, actually not touching.
It's not hitting the grid, guys. It must hit the grid. Only you can use that point. So let's say, for example, a good point to use will be probably something like this one. Okay, I can use this point. Then I need to find another point somewhere further away. Maybe this one. Right. With this here, I can show the marker that I'm using triangle method. I need to literally draw like this. Dot, 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 with your ruler, obviously, right? Then after that, I need to find the coordinates here. I'll use my M2, Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1 to find the gradient. Then you're good to go already. One more thing I want to mention. This graph is too small. Hey, listen up, everyone. Listen up. Everyone listen. I don't want to see this later on. I'll beat you if I see this. If let's say this is your graph, is this triangle acceptable? Why not?
Must be a dotted line.
It's too small. It must be at least how many percent of your graph? 70%. So meaning to say your graph, you need to use at least like this, this triangle. Then can. Make sense? Everyone do this right now? Show me answers.
Why the line?
Sure cannot. Totally cannot. Wait, this is wrong, man. Okay, it's your graph. So weird. It's the same paper. 40. How come yours got 40? Where is this 40 from? This is not acceptable, by the way. You know why? They're using less than half. This is the real round that they look at. They don't care about whether it's external. This part is less than 70% of them these days. They just too big, right? That's why you see the question, right? If you look at it, they say that only the y start from 0, 0. They did not say x needs to start from 0, 0. So this in next time you do, right, in your head you see, right?
Oh my god, why you use 0, 0?
And if they say only y is that means the x may or may not need to start from 0, 0, you know. Which in this case, it definitely not because there will be too much input space here. So actually what you need to do is, right, you need to start from 16. Right. Your realistic graph will be like 16, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76. Which I will cover everything. From the table. Yeah. Because from the table, this will be a line. And you show that this line is the one that you from the table, or you're using this line, by the way. It's a totally different gradient. Hey, wrong.
But then
Wait, I see a lot of people going to do this already. Pay attention. Hey, anyone doing the graph right now? Can I have a look at your graph? Any of you guys, hey, you wrong already, yeah? I'm giving yours. Hey, most of you guys are doing the graph, You're gonna end up with this, I see few of you guys already did this, You're gonna draw 10, 20, 30, blah, 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 right? And then you're gonna use this small section of the graph only. It's wrong, Whoever is doing this right now, stop right now. You're wrong. Because I see the second one already. Okay. Okay. Hey, who else, Oh, just you, Okay. Okay. Look here. The question, says that you need to start y at 0, 0, right? So here 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, blah, blah, blah. This is correct already. I got 15, man.
One is
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Suddenly this scale here represents 1, but this scale here 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. This one 1.
What do you think speak?
Etc. This should be what? Okay, good. So because this one y here starts from 0, right? Means to say x may or may not need to start from 0. So this because of that, right? You see, your graph for x is going to be this only, right? 62 to 75, right? So you can start from 60, right? You try from 60 here. You try from 60 here, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, and then 76. You'll cover what? Because it goes from 62 to 75 going on. Change that.
So the 0 starts.
What?
So from here, the 0 starts for this x starts at 60.
Say that again.
For the x, it starts at 60.
Yeah.
What questions do I need to do?
Everything.
I'm checking the same thing.
Yeah, go ahead, graph again. Go ahead, graph. See inside the graph.
That was like graph we're doing only not the graph. Always here, there's no, there's nobody.
But say the next axis, it should be.
I'm surprised. Just get my back. My God. More is
Yeah. That's nice. Yeah.
Then down like.
Okay, good. Looks good. Please proceed. Wow. Yeah, so always say.
Actually, I just know that 他刚刚讲很 Chinese 的。这 chat 他刚刚讲的是太 Chinese 的。你没有。
Well, actually, no right and wrong on all these questions. Yeah, no right and wrong. I've done this journey. I want to emphasize again, no right and wrong. They don't care about answer. Look at the mark scheme. I have shown clearly, you will get this wrong because you have not drawn the triangle method, even though I told you to. And then after that, yeah, the triangle should be at least half of the size. They don't care about this answer. They'll look at this graph here. You will get this wrong.
I want to do my work.
What?
Yeah, this is too small. Now I look at it. You should follow her scale instead. You see? Because if I'm the marker, right, I only care about this part, which is like not 70% of the graph. Draw dotted line for your triangle. Your graph so nice, everything on more.
It's not, it's not.
Yes.
Yes, your graph
This
so
is the
nice.
first time I did this already.
Hey,
You
you
get
see the
a
graph?
0.6.
See the graph? See everything on all. Why is it so nice? Who is right or who is wrong?
I'm right.
For sure.
But the gradient is 0.6, 2G is 1.2. I did so many times I remember the answer.
They not talking.
Yeah.
I don't memorize every single paper.
Man, I want to go to the damn toilet. I keep getting food back.
I'm ready to go.
Guess what? Why does your graph have an anomaly here? Why this graph like this one? Correct, you sure?
Three.
I'm almost certain this one is wrong. Almost. You check and see this one, your second one. You check.
Not sure.
So, I need to check. This one correct. This you check again. Your 66 one. Correct. Where should it be?
Okay, okay.
Here again. No. Oh.
But you probably change it to something weird lah. Stay good and unique. Yeah.
Beautiful young and unique. What else is it?
So funny.
Yeah.
My friend wanted to write down the code that Jenny made.
You go to start votes. I don't know how to get some vote from. Wait, who asked you this just now?
Huh?
Who asked you this now? You have to sign on me.
No, it wasn't you.
No, wasn't it you?
What did I say?
I don't know.
Wait, stop.
Yeah, okay. I'll stay good.
It's really
Right for sir. The chair.
Okay.
The color says 2M from 2006. 2M. 2M. I'm very
Almost.
I'm like walked away and I was scared to say.
This is stupid, like not to do paper six.
I
0.6. Something wrong or something wrong.
I didn't see this.
No, what's wrong?
I there. Why? But I'll do it. I don't still do that.
Cannot.
But no. Oh yeah, you want to know. I'm perfect and you're not.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Okay. What's the answer for this? This will be times multiple potential. What's the answer for F? No, sir, what's your answer for F? Like one F. One F.
That's like that was
Tissue again.
I'm the one more tissue.
balance ruler on
This is gone.
the row. Stop on the pivot and balance point is the center. What you mean me? I showed you the direction of the tissue. So thanks.
Balance the.
You balance the ruler, right? Then the
Alright, guys,
point is the
stop class here. Anyone else have any questions on last chance before we stop class?
How do you answer this?
Don't
I want to do this fucking.
I love to see everyone rage. Which one? Which one?
I cannot do
You know?
it.
I.
Yeah.
Wow. How I know all? What's this?
What is the picture?
Yeah, I know everything.
I just know everything.
I can confidently tell you I only know 90% of the things only. Justify your conclusion by reference to the result. You write directly proportional. So, oh yeah, correct. I mean the directly proportional.
The next question.
2 times G.
Because they have the same value. By reference to the result, because all the values is 0.035. By reference to the result, right? All of them is 0.035 means to say they have the same gradient.
They're not all the same.
Huh? 0.035, right?
In the
Oh.
hard to balance the ruler. But the answer is either 0.035 or 0.06.
I tell you what, in reality, right, even though it's 0.033, right, it's not like the same number. This one, they accept it as the same, right? Because there's going to be minor
So
differences.
by reference to the result.
Yeah, you can say that the difference is very, very small. They have similar, almost same gradient. But you don't write that, I usually write they have the same gradient in kind already.
One who think gradient.
This one, the R over L.
This one.
Huh? What?
Let's see this one.
Okay, we reference the result, right? We say 0.035 has very small difference with 0.033. They're essentially the same. But
This is the children.
So the
yeah, good. Okay, this looks like a proper graph right now.
so the straight line should be drawn here.
Where to where?
Here to here or
Here to here. Why you draw this X form? Let me draw anywhere also can. We start from here.
so it's this.
Best fit line must follow the straight line. Why do you plot this here, and here? If you needed to start here only, then you just start here and then plot this one, then one line, maybe what? Right or not? So what you should do? How should the line start? Where to where?
Yeah,
Oh, so it's
The graph should start from here to here, right? And you can draw a best fit line. Alright or not? Because you need to use these sorts that you use, right? If you only need to draw like this, then I just plot this one can already lah. Then why I plot this one? Correct or not? Then you plot this one. Make sense?
Yes,
Look at that.
136.
Oh.
Oh, from here.
指都收了吗？ Okay, guys, anyone with your last questions? I go for your break lah.
Yay.
Yeah. Really?
Do not do it.
Which one?
Yes. I did this one.